everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Headstrong podcast. Today's episode I'm super excited about because this woman that we have on today, not only have I had the chance to work out with her, meet her, get to be around her, she's incredible. Her name is Starr Hawkins AKA Babymommafit, and she is killing it. And I'm so excited for all of you to get to meet her a little bit better. So welcome to the show, Starr.
Thank you so much for having me and always supporting and coming to the workouts. And I think that you're a great person, great woman. So I'm super excited to be here and to see you. I haven't seen you in a while because I've been gone.
I know. For those of you who are watching us, Starr is actually in England right now, living her best life. We'll talk about later.
The Wi-Fi here sucks. Yeah. So if I break up, it's because England's Wi-Fi is not the best.
All good. No worries. But to get into it, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your story, how you got here?
I started training. I want to say it started maybe 5 years ago. I've always been in retail. I've always been in customer service, and I've always loved people. And it kind of started when I needed something, I think, to kind of get out of myself, because I was in a relationship with a guy and it wasn't working out. And he was like, yo, you need to get sober. You need help. And I was kind of trying to save the relationship. So I was like, sure, I'll do that. And then that's kind of how I got into fitness. So I started working at the desk at Barry's and working out all the time. And I felt like it was kind of like a release for me. And then I kind of got good at it, and people were like, yo, you should be a trainer, or, you should teach classes. And I had tried out some places, but it didn't really stick. And I think fitness for me was more like a medicine for me. It wasn't really a job yet. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really get it. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I guess when you're working out and then when you're teaching fitness, it's two different things. I don't know, when you're working out, you kind of go off into your own zone, right? You're meditating. You're not really thinking about what the instructor's telling you. You might sometimes, but it was more like that for me. It was more something that I really just enjoy to do. And then I got into Pilates and started working with Jet Set Pilates, and they were more about building an instructor in me. And I think they saw that potential. And from there I got clients, and then from clients, it was Ass and Abs with Johanna. We tried to build a brand together as well, and we were doing classes. And then from there, it kind of just went to Babymommafit and just trying to build my own brand. And with COVID, it's been, the online has been really, it's really been beneficial for me. And
let's
marketing
talk about
plan.
that. Let's talk about that a little bit more, because for those of you on here, Starr's classes were awesome. They're always outside, or they're in a studio. And then with COVID, talk to us about what that was like. How did you pivot so quickly, and how did you maintain your success so well?
Well, I didn't stop, that's for sure. I know a lot of people were kind of waiting for the gyms to reopen, or, we were kind of scared, which rightfully so, everyone's scared, I didn't stop though. I kind of was still training clients outside, social distancing. And then I kind of wanted to give back to everyone that was stuck at home, with their kids or not able to go to the gym. So I started doing the free workouts at 12. Jules had hit me up and was like, yo, we should start live streaming them. And I was like, cool, I'm down, because I wasn't really trying to personal train, not outside, so we started doing the live streams together at 12. And then I just saw how much traffic they were getting. It was 100 people, 200 people. So then I started working with other influencers. I worked with Inked Magazine. I want to say I did them for 6 weeks free, straight. And then she hopped onto OnlyFans platform, and then she was like, yo, you need to hop on as well and just charge for the workouts. So I kept the 12 time, the same group of girls joined. It's $30 a month. You get a workout for 45 minutes at 12. And then I just started doing like weekend stuff as well. So like yesterday I had a girl that does twerk. She came in and did a class for us, which we do everything through Zoom. So I can still see them. I think it's honestly better than the Instagram lives, because with Instagram lives, you can't really see what people are doing. So I kind of am able to hold them accountable in the workout. But yeah, just like, I don't know. I think that how I deal with stress is to work and to work out. And I think the whole COVID thing has been it's really affected everyone like in different ways, you know, like even with like my friends and my clients, like I hear like everybody's dealing with it, how they can deal with it the best way they know how to. So with me, I just kept working, and I think seeing people getting the results and being so happy with the workouts, it kind of kept me like level-headed, you know, instead of like getting into like maybe a depression or anxiety or worrying about money or, you know, even my daughter, sometimes having my daughter, she was like driving me crazy, you know? So, I think that the workouts and like the online thing that sort of was built from it all has really been helpful for me and like a stress relief.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because not only like have you created like this online business now just by way of COVID, like I think before COVID, you had never done online workouts or do the type of workouts where people can access, and no matter where they are in the world, they can work with you. But now you have like a global following. So how cool is that like by way of everything that's happening now, your fan base, which maybe was primarily more South Florida, now has become global because of being able to do these Zoom workouts through OnlyFans.
It's sick. It's like you can work out wherever you are in your home, like, and it's cool because like it's like hopefully like all this stuff eventually stops, right? And like the world goes back to normal and we can fly again and we can have like fitness parties and all the like stuff that we miss. And it's cool to know that like I can go to New York and there's like a solid 20 girls there that I know that I can link with. Even like not even just me. So my friend Justine, she's been doing my classes, right? She hit me up. She's been doing my classes. She goes, and I'm going to say everybody by their Instagram name, but she goes, I'm linking with the Grand Slam, and the Grand Slam does my classes. So they didn't know each other before, but because it's her birthday and she's in New York, she's going to like link with her, and I guess they'll do their social distance, whatever, you know what I mean? But like, it's not only just bringing like me together with people, but it's like linking other people with people, which I think is so sick. You know, like if I go to New York, I'm going to hit up these girls, and, you know, there's people in California. We got the California girls, and then there's some in Canada. And it's like, I'm so excited to just like actually get to really travel again and like,
oh my
just
God,
like link or like do a retreat or like even like, I mean, the possibilities are endless. We do a Headstrong like meetup, you know, anywhere. So I think that's what's really cool is that like, it's really like, whereas my brand was like more Miami and like really South Beach, now it's like, it really, the sky is the limit. Like you could go anywhere with it. So I think that's pretty cool.
oh my gosh, it's so cool. I'll say this. So like when I first saw you and got to like know you a little bit better, I was really taken back by your confidence. Like you're such a confident woman. You walk around, you're always dancing. You have this aura about you, and it's so like inspiring to see. Like, where does this confidence that you have, where did it come from? And what advice would you give to women who are listening, who are trying to work on their confidence because they're struggling?
It's so funny. Everybody says that, and I don't even see myself as a confident person.
You are.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I mean, I think it's like been a survival for me because I grew up like, my mom's kind of like all over the place. And like, I always had to like kind of adapt to my surroundings, and like my personality always kind of like, I just always had that like personality. I don't know, like just to like meet people and want to be around people. I've always loved people. So like recently, I think it's become more of like, I think just being raw and like trying to let people know like it's okay to have flaws and it's okay to like be goofy, and it's like not everything online has to be perfect all the time, you know, like, and I think that's why people are drawn to me, also drawn to Johanna, because, you know, we keep it real and we try to keep it so like raw and maybe a little aggressive sometimes. But the confidence, I mean, I didn't always have it. It just like, you just stop. I think as you get older too, you stop caring as much, you know, like in the beginning we care so much. And like, I used to literally get upset sometimes when people would say stuff about my tattoos or about being a mom and twerking. And now I'm so open about twerking and always showing my ass, because it's like, yo, like I have 40 girls in my class that want to do it. So it's okay, you know, but like, I used to get upset about it and get down on myself and be like, you know, like, should I be like this? I've had so many brands and so many people who like rep brands tell me, you know, you need to not, you shouldn't twerk, or you should not be like, I'll give you a perfect example. Somebody told me that I'm like a Ferrari. Okay. Like you look at me and you see all the tattoos and you see like all that side shave that I had a side shave at one point, but like you would see all the tattoos and the big butt and everything. And it's like a Ferrari, and you don't need to rev a Ferrari. You don't need to rev the engine. Like you're already like, why are you twerking? Why are you being so loud? Why are you being so, you don't need to be like that. You're already a lot. And if I listened to that, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, you know? And there was times that I would listen to that and I would think that like, yo, maybe I need to like dampen my shine, you know, but it's not like people, we need more energy, you know, we need more like flavor and more like, I don't know. I don't know where I find the confidence from sometimes. Some days I honestly, I don't have it. But like other people, you know what it is? It's like everybody else's vibes give it to me. Like you telling me that gives me life, you know, I'm like, yes, keep the energy going, you know? And seeing other girls tag me in twerk videos, that gives me life. Like seeing other people thriving and feeling the energy, and they're like, you know, it gives me energy. I think I feed off of other people, to be honest.
Yeah.
More than anything.
To be like a fitness instructor, it's beyond fitness. Like you're really coaching people and getting their mindset right, because in all your classes, you know, the stuff that you're saying, it's always like motivating, and it's always like, hey, you're in this position in your life. Like you got to work towards what you want to get. And your message is so powerful. So like the fact that there's women who are now tagging you in their own twerk videos, that's powerful, because they may not have had the confidence to do that, or they may never thought they could do that. And now you've liberated. It's like a liberation, like a female liberation that you kind of exude, which is really, really cool. So thank you for doing that. It's a great
time. I feel like the timing is everything too. Obviously we got Megan Thee Stallion, we got Cardi B, we got people who are like, who are helping make it cool, you know? Yeah. But I feel like even like when I first had tattoos, like it wasn't as cool, you know? Like it was kind of more like ratchet. Oh, you're ratchet, you know, even like the whole baby mama thing, being a single mother wasn't as cool. Now it's like, you know, who gives a fuck? Be a single mom. You can do it alone. You don't even need, like, you know, it's like, and not even just women. It's like, yo, you could be a single dad. It's like, it's everybody can do it. You can do it yourself. You don't need to be the, you know, husband, wife, picket fence, suit job. You know, you don't need to conform anymore to what society had made us think was like normal, you know. Now there is no normal, and anything is normal, you know. I'm rarely shocked anymore, you know, with anything, you know. I think the weirder it is, the cooler it is. I'm actually here for it, you know. So
yes, we are absolutely here for it. And kind of like piggyback off of that, you know, let's talk about a time where maybe things were not going so good. Like maybe you were in a really tough space. This is a mindset podcast, and we like to talk about how you got through it. So can you talk to us about a time where maybe you had to overcome an obstacle and kind of how your mind got you through it?
Mind is a crazy thing, right? I think that mainly what I do is, because I still struggle with it, like negative talk, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I think that like that this narrative in my head sometimes that I think that I'm like not good enough, or I can't do something, or, you know, even with social media, I struggle sometimes because I use social media a lot. I put my whole life on there, right? But I'll get into these like Instagram holes where I'm like judging myself, looking at other people. Why don't I have what she has? Why don't I look how she looks? I mean, it's crazy. It's even girls. It's not even guys. It's like girls, like just judging myself with why aren't I like, why I remember when I wanted 10,000 followers, now I want 1,000,000 followers. Like, it's like never enough, you know? So like, your mind is it can, I think sometimes I'm my worst enemy in that sense. But just like trying to like get out of that space and kind of almost faking it till you make it. And
Love
just
that.
like, yeah. And then just like doing little things every day. Me personally, I need order. I need not an order, but I need like consistency, right? To stay. So like when I'm in those dark places, I got to do the same thing every day. I got to wake up, I got to work out, I got to brush my teeth, I got to call my friends. I got to like, you got to keep that order, you know, to not like fall off, you know? Because if I stay at home and I like get in my feelings and I don't do the things that I need to do, I need to fake it almost. Like I need to get out of the bed, fake it, put on a smile, call up my clients, train some people, and then you slowly like get out of it. And then 2 days turns into 3 days, and 3 days turns into a week, and then 2 weeks, and then you forget like whatever it is that you're going through, you know? With me, it's always like my stuff's always relationship stuff. It's always like that, or like I think social media is a big one for me. Relationship stuff. You know, toxic, just doing toxic things. You know, I do toxic. I'm a Gemini. I have the same birthday as Kanye. So like, I be doing toxic stuff to myself. I don't even fight with people. I fight with myself. I just am always like having these inner fights, you know? So I think that the consistency and like having some type of like everyday things that I do, whether, you know, I'm going to say meditation, but I don't meditate. I'm going to meditate this year. But I mean, obviously fitness has been huge for me, and then just helping people. I have to help people so that I can feel good, to be honest. It's kind of selfish, but I think that I train people and I help people to get out of my own like head stuff, you know, my own drama, my own insecurities. I think really like giving back is what makes me feel good about myself.
No, that's good. You said so many things there I want to like tap into. Secondly, you know, Kanye is your birthday twin. My birthday twin is Lady Gaga. Can you believe that?
Oh,
So it's kind of funny, but you mentioned one thing about, you know, having to have a routine, having to be consistent. And I remember at one point you had put out a line of shirts that said, if you're still in bed, stay in bed. And it was so cool. I mean, this one's like a spinoff. If you're at home, stay at home, you know, for COVID. But, you know, where did that come from? Like, let's talk a little bit about like your clothing line. Like we're both rocking it right now. And like, where does it come from? How did you kind of come up with the idea? And it's been so successful. I mean, I pretty much have all your stuff. I love it.
Oh, thank you. So pretty much just stuff that we say, like things that I say a lot. Snack season was like kind of like a play off of like how guys are always like hollering at girls, you know, like, ooh, you fine girl. So like I would see my friends that are obviously like super fit and I'd be like, ooh, you're a snack. Like, ooh, you're fine. Like, what's up, snack season. And then we got stuck in the house. So we were all snacking. So then it kind of went with that.
Yeah.
If you're still in bed, stay in bed is actually Starr's. My boyfriend, Star Boy, he said that one time and to me, and then I was like, kind of like ran with it. And I was like, yo, we need to make shirts for that. And then COVID hit and it was like, if you're still at home, stay at home. But if you're still in bed, stay in bed. Cause I was waking up at 5 a.m, hitting my cardio every day. Like, yo, if you guys are still in bed, you better stay in bed, like get up, you know, trying to motivate people. Me and Johanna had some cool shirts that came out back on our bullshit. It was just like, it's just things that I say. And then we're like, yo, we need to make a shirt out of that, you know, cause it's so catchy. But yeah, the merch has been dope. I have Pilates rings coming out, Pilates ring sliders and bands. Oh, so wow. I'm doing a collab with No Days Off, and a lot of people ask me for my workouts, what they need. And like, honestly, you don't need anything. You could use your body, but I'm coming out with like a pack that you can buy. So if you do my workouts, now you have the stuff. I came out with the sweats. The sweats are great. I still have a ton of sweats. When I get back, I need to sell them. I'm in London, so I didn't ship as many as I wanted to out. But basically just like trying to like, you know, brand and make money and like,
yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, I think that, you know, everybody wants to like grow and with a trainer, it's hard, you know, because can't, the best trainer in the world, what you charge, maybe they charge $1,000 an hour. I don't know. I hope I get to that level, but you can only train so many people in a day, you know, so your money caps. So I try to do like some other stuff and get creative. And like, you know, I love like fashion and fitness, and just try to find different revenues for money. Cause at the end of the day, you know, when you have a kid, it's like the money don't stop.
Yep. Bills don't stop.
The wants don't stop. Even me, I'll be wanting stuff, you know, like you see a new bag and you're like, yo, I want that. And, so yeah, just trying to make money out of the air, trying to get creative. And that's the great thing about COVID. I will say this, motivate people. Listen, there is money out there. People are sitting at home and they're bored or whatever. And the people that have money are spending money. I know that. Cause I mean, I sold a ton of stuff. So like, you know, believe in yourself, believe in your dream. And if you have a little bit of money, try to flip it. Just try to flip it. You know, obviously, you know, it's COVID, so the time's just crazy, but I was selling anything I could. I'm selling, you know, if I knew how to braid hair, I'd be braiding hair. You just got to hustle.
Yes, you definitely got to hustle.
Don't let the government keep you down. All right. You can't be waiting for the stimulus check. You got to keep it going.
Yes. What I love that you did is you kind of created with your brand, like a community. And I love like the stuff that you do, because everybody that's a part of your workouts, or they're, you know, fans of you, they tune into you on a day-to-day basis. Like they feel like they're a part of you, a part of your movement. And you're truly creating a movement that's going to like last way beyond you, which is really cool. Cause it's like something you're building that, you know, maybe one day your daughter will have too. Cause she's like got her own brand too. Like Lil Mama Fit. I'm plugging her too on the podcast. You gotta check her out. She's a dancer. Like,
yeah, she loves it. She's on it. She's definitely on it too. She's on the TikTok scene. She loves the TikTok dancing, and she's more of a dancer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a movement. I mean, it's cool. It's just, you know, like-minded women that like fitness and like working out and are for the culture and are not about body shaming and not about the BS and the drama. Like literally it's one motive is to, you know, get a good workout and feel good about yourself. And they even bring their man, they bring their boyfriends. We got some guys, like, it's just like, you know, we're there to get a good workout, and they do get a good workout because we invite the guys, and sometimes the guys can't even keep up. So
wow.
it's yeah, it's just like a no BS, no drama, leave it at the door, be yourself, have fun, you know, live your life.
What advice would you give some of the ladies who are listening right now, who maybe thought about starting to get fit, get in shape, but they're kind of like hesitant because, you know, a lot of people, that's like the struggle is starting. So like, what advice would you give somebody who's like looking at your stuff, they want to get into it, but they just don't know how to start?
Well, that's something I wanted to say too, is I wanted to tell you is that so my mom was like, she was like crazy. My mom was like in and out. She like me, she's crazy. I probably got it from her, but she like, I was never actually like that fit. Like I would start cheerleading and then I wouldn't go because she wouldn't take me, or I would start track and then I would quit. I'm like the person that's like a little bit good at a lot of things, but I'm not like super good at one thing, you know? And I was never like this super fit person, but over time, if you do something, you will get good at it. And like, obviously you need to have good form. I'm not gonna let nobody hurt themselves, but your body, if you do something enough, you'll get the good form, you'll get the good results, because it's just like show up. You just got to show up. That's it. Just show up. If you show up and you put in the work, maybe you can't do everything. Maybe you salsa dance for half the class because you don't know what you're doing, or you twerk for half the class, but that's going to get you to where you need to go. Eventually you maybe your crunch is a half crunch, right? Because you can't get all the way up. Some people can't get all the way up. That's fine. But eventually a month of that, you will be able to get up. And the difference in that, and seeing that is what's going to motivate you. Starting from nowhere is what motivates you in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's been so great about fitness for me, is I'm a very like, I want it now person. I want things fast. I want things right now. But fitness don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If you think it's going to work like that, you're going to be out in 2 weeks. And I have clients and I have friends do that. They'll go on for 2 weeks and then off, and then because they don't get the results fast enough. And that's the one thing I've liked about fitness, is that you can literally see yourself get better, and you can see the progress, whether it's in your body, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in your state of mind, whether it's in your form. You're doing more push-ups, you're doing more crunches, you're doing more squats. You did 1,000 squats. You could never do 1,000 squats. You know, like you literally will see the change in yourself and your mind, but all you have to do is show up. Like you got to show up every day. That's it. Yep. And maybe not every day. Maybe it's like, 2 or 3 days, take a day off, get back in. It's definitely a lifestyle, because you can't really, like, you got to make it work for you, like the extreme dieting and the extreme workouts and all that stuff. Like I've done it. I've done the extreme dieting where I'm like, no carbs, no sugar. And like you burn out, so like you kind of got to make it work for you. That's why I think my workouts are like, and I'm not dissing nobody else's workouts, but mine are more like the kind that you can just, like, you're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to kill yourself. You are going to sweat and you are going to get a good workout in, but you're not going to, tear your meniscus, hopefully, and then be out for 6 months because you might pull a little butt muscle squatting or something. But, like I try to make it so that it is doable for everyone. It's hard, but it's doable. And I try to modify for everyone. I've got like, my friend's mom in our class, and she's much older. We've got all shapes and sizes. We've got, like, I want everybody to be able to do it, and you be able to adjust it to your level. But the best advice I could give you is just to get started and like have no expectation for yourself. Just do the best that you can do, Yeah. That's all you can do. Yeah.
I love that it's like no expectations, do the best that you can do. Like that is powerful, because once people put expectations on themselves or they put things out there, when they don't live up to it, that's when they quit. That's when they give up. And it's like, no, like just keep going. So thank you for kind of sharing some of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I wasn't always good at it. Like, I mean, my push-ups still suck. And you know what, honestly, I can say that because my boyfriend does calisthenics and he does like a lot of bars and stuff. I try to do it. I try to do muscle ups and I get frustrated, but then I have to think back, like, you have to start somewhere, like you're not going to be good at everything overnight. Like you can't expect to go to law school tomorrow either. Like I can't expect to go to law school. I'm gonna have to study the bar. I can't expect to be a good cook because I don't ever cook. So I need to start cooking. Like anything that you do, you just got to like find what you're good at and then think about how long it took you to get there. Like some stuff comes naturally, yes, but most of the stuff that we're good at, like we've had to kind of put in some work, I think. Oh. So just think about that and translate it to fitness. Like if I can't get into fitness, like how long did it take me to get my degree? Then it's going to take you a little while to get into fitness, and still there's people that don't like working out. Mm-hmm. I'm not one of those people. I like need to work out, but like there's people that genuinely don't like it. That's fine. You don't need to like it. Like just do it for your health.
No, definitely. I love it that you said that, because I know for me, like fitness is such an important part of my life. Like it makes me feel better. I'm like, I can think clear. I'm more productive. So like fitness is so important, and it's not for everybody, but hey, at least we're going to be fit, because we're we're doing it. But just to kind of like segue a little bit, I kind of wanted to ask you this because you have like a core group of like friends around you and family. Have you ever experienced being around like toxic friends or family or relationships? Like, how do you rid yourself of that? Like, how do you get rid of those types of people? Because a lot of the listeners on here, they may have a friend that's in their ear that's negative, or family members that are holding them back. Like, I've always kind of seen you around like a good group of people. So I'm just curious, like, did you ever have those type of people get in, or how did you get them out?
Well, I know a bunch of people and I have a lot of friends, especially even when I first got sober, like, the club friends don't really hang out with you if you're not doing the club stuff, but I think like the no expectation is a big one. You can't have expectations for people, and you got to take people for who they are. So like some people are toxic and don't even know they're toxic. They're just toxic, like Some people are garbage disposals. Every time you're with them, they just want to tell you about their problems. And they might not even realize what they're doing. That's why you need to like almost be aware of what you can take from people, and like your mental health comes first, you know? So like, certain friends are for certain people are for certain places, and certain people are for, like, I have my, don't get me wrong, I have my gym friends, like, you know, like I have people that I work out with. I have my twerk friends that I, you know I'm gonna go on a boat and twerk with. And then I have people that I can literally have serious conversations with about my life and my daughter. And I think everybody has a little bit of toxicness in them, you know. That's why all the memes on Instagram are so relatable, because we all are going through it, you know. I think I'm my worst toxic person in my life, because I can be super negative to myself. But you just have to know how to take those people in doses, and like, you know, just like, obviously the ones that really aren't good for you, I just don't even, you know, they get the picture. I just don't. I'm nice until I'm not, you know, or I'm in it until I'm just not feeling it anymore. And then I'm like, yo, I can't, you know. But just like having no expectation for people. And that's my hardest part, is I feel like I do a lot for people and I give people my all, and then I expect the same thing back, and then I get hurt. But if I keep seeing that same thing happening, then they're not the problem, I'm the problem. You know what I'm saying? So like, you also have to look at your part in it. If you always have toxic people around you, you know what, you're kind of attracting toxic people. Like, you know, like you're looking for something in those people that, you know, you haven't learned the lesson yet or something. I don't know, you know, like I mean, my thing has always been toxic relationships. I love toxic relationships, and I don't know why. I think it's because I don't know. I love a challenge. I love like when somebody's nice to me, I'm like, yo, what do they want? You know, like, what do you want from me? You know? So it's
well, you're
just
doing
like,
something right. You got a good one now. You look very happy.
yeah, but there's been times that I've been like challenging that. I'm like, yo, why are you being so nice? Like, you know, like, why isn't there drama? Why isn't there chaos? You know? So, and I mean, I have my shit with him too sometimes, you know, we piss each other off, and it's just like about, I guess, just working through, everybody's different, you know, like people are different. And just because you do certain things one way doesn't mean somebody's going to do it that way. If you say something to someone, I think a lot of times people don't even realize what they're doing, because we're all just trying to make it, you know, we're all trying to like get through our own shit. You know, we're all going through things, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. You know, like, it's like, almost feels like the world's ending, you know, like everyone's going through their own stuff. So like, they might not even realize if they're doing you wrong or doing you dirty, or, you know, so you just got to kind of like do things to make yourself feel better, you know, and really take care of yourself. I think be a little selfish sometimes, you know?
Oh yeah. You got to be putting yourself first, self-love, focusing on your fitness, focusing on your well-being, because if you're not good for yourself, then you're not going to be good for anybody else. So I appreciate giving that advice. So before we kind of wrap up, tell us what's next for you. What do you got in the pipeline? I know you got stuff always going on. So tell everybody like what they can look forward to of what you're doing, and how they can connect with you also.
So what's next? Right now I'm still in London. I'm trying to wait for the borders to open so Starr can come back with me, because we really wanted to do like a traveling fitness thing, like hit all the state parks and do like more of like a fitness vlog, I guess, like you know, like do workouts everywhere, meet all the people that are on my OnlyFans, and just travel like the United States. We have so many cool places in the United States. So I really wanted to do more like fitness stuff, but take it more like a tour, like a fitness tour. And I know Jules was interested in doing it as well. And so that was something that I really wanted to do. With Corona, I don't know if that's going to happen, but you know, just like building this brand, and really just, you know, reaching as many people as possible. You can definitely find me on OnlyFans. You can find me on Instagram. I respond to all my DMs. I do my page myself. OnlyFans, it's $30 a month. I've got to work out Monday through Friday. I'm adding in weekend stuff. It's 9 a.m. LA time, 12 p.m. Miami time, 5 p.m. UK time. And I'm really just like starting to get into like more gymnastic stuff and like trying to be a ninja. Like I want to have more talents, you know, like, cause you know, at the end of the day, like we're all cool. We're all beautiful, but like, I want to know, like, I want to have ninja tricks. So
Well,
I'm like,
you're the right person for that because
yeah,
so cool.
yeah, I'm trying to do that stuff, but I'm not really good at it. Like, you know, just, more fitness, you know, this fitness stuff, we got to make it fun. You know, you can't recreate the squats. You can only recreate the squat so many times. It's still a squat. So like, just like learning more and having more knowledge and being a better trainer and being a better friend and a better mom and a better partner and just like really like keeping the brand going and figuring out ways to elevate it and keep it interesting and, you know, keep it so that people want to be involved and want to be, you know, where I am working out every day.
Yep. Well, you motivate me, you inspire me. I know the listeners on here are going to want to check you out because not only does she do phenomenal workouts on an everyday basis, your Instagram is so entertaining. I love watching it because it's just entertaining for one. It's like fun. There's great exercises. There's always something funny happening. So you definitely want to follow her. What is your Instagram? Say it for everybody. Baby, it's just
Babymommafit. Yeah. BABYMOMMAFIT. Babymommafit.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here, sharing your story and, you know, letting everybody know a little bit more about you. We really appreciate you being on. So thank you, Starr.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thanks.